Hi YouTube, a bit of an update on the national health because I've had quite a bit of feedback on my latest video. National insurance. Everyone at the age of 16 is issued with a national insurance number, which is the number that you can use to earn money. Before that you get an NHS number, right? I'm going to show you my payslip. Obviously I've eliminated certain parts of it so you can't draw money from my account. But other than that, right, if we look here, we have see, there's one that says national insurance and we have income tax. Well, these are the amounts deducted. And you can see this week I've paid £25.43 to national insurance, £17 on my private pension, and that's my income tax. That's the tax I pay from my wages, right? Over here we have my wages, what I've earned, and then my total gross pay there, and then my net pay comes here. So I've earned that £383.13, and I actually took home £292.21, right? From that we get a tax code. You can see there's a tax code of 0659L. Well, that means I can earn £6,590 a year before I pay tax. Okay? And our tax is taken each week. Unlike America and certain other countries, it's taken by our employee and paid to a tax office. I don't have to worry about filling in a tax form unless I'm self-employed, right? Out of this £25.43, see, I know about these deduction things, I used to do wages when I was younger, but out of this £25.43, it used to be the first £54 you paid, I think it was 1% NI, which was £1.80, it used to be as a standard charge, and anything after that, so the £383 minus 50 quid, I think it's done before, yeah, you're then thingied on that. So I think it's about 8%, 9% national insurance is now. Well, what national insurance covers you for is, first of all, the National Health Service, which is hospital service, right? If I earn a little bit more money and wish to take out private healthcare, I can take private healthcare out, which will cover me not for dental. Dental's different. So say I was going to get private healthcare, I was 20 years old, and I'm going to go and get private healthcare as well as I've got my national health to back me up as well, because you get that free. Because you pay for it. Wait, you don't get it free, you do put money into the pot, right? The national health pot, right? Which is not just for national health. If I wanted to pay, I'd be paying probably 20, 30 quid a month. That's what it'd be. It wouldn't be massive amounts, which in dollars is probably about $50. If I got something wrong with me and then went and got private healthcare, it'd cost me a fortune, because I wouldn't, well, it wouldn't actually, they just wouldn't cover you for that past sickness. Yeah, you have to pay for it, right? Or deal with it on the national health. Obviously, it wouldn't come to us having to pay for it. If my private healthcare didn't cover me for a slip disc that I had before I got private healthcare, then the national health would deal with it, right? And it is unfortunate at times, but there are waiting lists sometimes, right? And that's to do with the Labour government and how they put statistics out that the more operations that are seen to be done, the better it looks on a graph. So if someone needs a 20-minute operation instead of a 4-hour heart surgery operation, they're going to rush them patients in quick. But if someone's on death doors, right, and laying there and desperately needs an operation, the National Health will do the operation that day. They'll pay a surgeon to do overtime to get it sorted. So no one's left to hang out. I'm not saying that it's always, you know, sometimes you can go and you'll get an appointment the next day. I know people who've been in, like where I work, people have been in for operations, they haven't had to wait too long. It's unfortunate sometimes people do, right? But if I break my leg today, God forbid, right, I would go straight down to casualty, book in, and they'd ask my doctor my national health number, they'd look me up, I'd be on a computer, give my national insurance number, and I'd be put in a waiting room, and I might have to wait an hour, 2 hours, it depends on how bad it is. If you're in complete agony, they won't leave you there, they'll give you a painkiller and put you in the hall until the x-ray machine becomes available, then they'll x-ray you, right, after seeing the doctor will examine you, who then gives a bit of paper so they can x-ray you, then they x-ray you, then you'd be like plastered and then given some drugs, which would cost you, if you had to get a prescription, it would cost you £7.50, is it, per prescription item? Yeah. So say you needed paracetamol, right, which you wouldn't, you could buy that over the counter, just go into a chemist to buy it, or a supermarket and buy it in this country. There's not drug stores in this country. You can buy most normal, you know, pain relief drugs over a supermarket counter if they've got a licence. But £7.50 per item. So if you needed 5 different things, yeah, it cost you £7.50 per item. That's the most you would pay. But them drugs could be £40 a go, £100 a go. It doesn't. Yeah, it's a blanket charge, right? 9 out of 10 times, if you went to the chemist and something was going to cost less than what the prescription was going to cost, the chemist would just sell you it, and you just ignore the prescription. But yeah, you'll be given a prescription. If you need a prescription, the worst I'd have to pay in the hospital would be £7.50, you know. And if I didn't have it on me, it wouldn't be the end of the world, you know. Would it? They'd do something. If I was unemployed, right, I wouldn't have to pay anything. If you're a child under, is it under 16, Kevin?
Yeah.
Under 16, you don't pay for a subscription. You don't pay to go and see a doctor. I could get a doctor's appointment today. I couldn't get an appointment as in like I want to go and see the doctor for a consultation about something that I think's wrong. If I'm ill, if I was ill with something and I rang the doctor's surgery, I could get an emergency doctor's appointment, right? I might have to wait in the surgery 40 minutes. If it's that much of an emergency, they'd get me in anyway. If the, you know, the actual counter staff are trained nurses anyway, right? And also, if I was bedridden, I can order a doctor to come out to me, and he'll come out the same day. Yeah. Failing that, I ring an ambulance. That won't cost me any money. The only time it can incur a charge is if you had a road traffic accident and it's your fault, but it would be paid on your car insurance, right? Also, national insurance pays for pensions. It's a contribution towards pensions. The business has to, like the company I work for, will have to pay about £30 each week for me, national insurance, as well as I pay it. And that's law, right? That's why if you're self-employed, you have to pay national insurance stamps. Okay, and you have to do it for your employees, right? So that covers the pension, right? Also national health. If I go to Spain or somewhere in Europe, I can get an E111. I take that with me. That's proof that I am from England and I have national health. Everyone has holiday insurance as well, but I am covered by the National Health Service for any kind of hospital treatment or whatever over in another country. The prescription thing doesn't happen over there. You have to pay monies for prescriptions, but it's subsidised, right? My battery's going to go if I don't put the bloody thing in. Hold on! Please don't disappear! Right? I've only got about 2 minutes left as well. Hi, back. Yeah, so there's that. Also, if I retire in Europe, I still get national health, and I can draw my pension in that country, right? What else? Dental. If I've got a tooth hanging out, I go to the dentist. I'd have to pay a consultation fee for the dentist, but it's subsidised. So subsidised, it's ridiculous. Like if I had, don't. That was funny. I turned the wrong pan on, and there's this fat burn, and I'm like, what's that? It was just so funny. I've never done that before in my life, you know. Shut up. Trust you to bring that up. Yeah, I've got another minute. Yeah, so that dentist. Worst, if I had to go and have a filling or something taken out, your dentist bills sometimes are stupid money, but a lot of people have gone private. A lot of the dentists went private. It's hard to have a national health dentist, but it don't cost you much money. What's a consultation? 20 quid?
What's that for?
We go to the dentist just for them and go, oh yeah, 15, 20 quid, isn't it?
No, check-up's probably about 9 or 10 quid.
Oh, check-up's 9 or 10 quid, yeah? You need a fill-in, you're looking 30, 40 quid, you know, it's not like stupid money. If you went private, it'd probably cost you 400 quid for them to just look at one tooth and take an x-ray. Anyway, peace, love and light, gonna go now. Any more questions, please ask. Bye. On the whole, it's good.